scoop dee poop, poop dee scoop dee whoop, dee scoop, whoop dee scoop.
I hate my life. Yo, what's up everyone? Today we're doing something kind of interesting here. So originally they had this version of the Kanye Madness bracket where so essentially what the point of the Kanye Madness bracket was is you pick your favorite Kanye West song against other different Kanye songs. And here today I'm doing one that's slightly different because it contains Kanye's tracks from his newest projects, Kids See Ghosts and Yay. So we're going to get right into this. It's a bit of a different bracket. Also, I'm going to put the link to this one in the description, so if you guys want to go ahead and try it out for yourselves, you can go ahead. And with that, let's get right to it. Alright, so the first matchup we see here is going to be Blood on the Leaves from Yeezus against Father Stretch My Hands Part 1. And you know, like, honestly, both of these songs are, like, pretty, you know, they're pretty good, honestly. Blood on the Leaves is a bit more visceral and hard-hitting for me. I love the instrumental off that. I believe it was a Hudson Mohawk production, and I just honestly love that one a little bit more, so I'm going to have to pick Blood on the Leaves over Father Stretch My Hands. Next we have Heard 'Em Say and Amazing. You know, Amazing was a great track off 808s. Heard 'Em Say, you know, the late registration track was about racism and sort of how Kanye conceptualizes this within, you know, a hip-hop framework. And I think that's really interesting because, I mean, you know, it's refreshing to have someone like Kanye of his, you know, status within the hip-hop industry talk about that kind of thing. So for that, I think I'm going to choose Heard 'Em Say over Amazing, even though Amazing is an amazing song, but we'll go Heard 'Em Say here. Alright, and then we have next All Mine vs. Monster. I really hate All Mine. Like, that song sucks. Fucking, I don't know, I'm gonna go Monster here. Next we have Diamonds from Sierra Leone remix, so I believe that's the Jay-Z remix is what that means. And Big Brother, which is kind of interesting because then both of these are sort of like Jay-Z influenced tracks. I'm gonna have to go Big Brother here. I'm just not a huge fan of Diamonds. Next we have Devil in a New Dress and the New Workout Plan. The New Workout Plan fucking, it's some cheesy shit. Like, it's probably one of my least favorites off College Dropout. And Devil in a New Dress, you just have that solid verse from Rick Ross and production's great. Gotta go with that one. Alright, and next we have Wolves and Homecoming. Wolves, obviously a great performance by Sia and Vic Mensa. And I just love the high-pitched vocals and the deep synths in that song. But then you have Homecoming here with featuring Chris Martin of Coldplay, and it's just so interlaced. It's just, in my opinion, has more replay value. So I gotta go Homecoming on this one for that sole fact. And for me, it just, it's definitely one of those songs I can listen to any time of the day. So I gotta go Homecoming. Next we have All the Lights in Spaceship. And Spaceship's honestly one of those songs that, one of those rare songs that Kanye puts out that you can just relate to. You know, if you've ever worked a shitty job in your life, you easily can just be like, wow, that makes a lot of sense. All of the Lights, though, is just much more grandiose and ornate from that sort of My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy production style, so I gotta go with that one. Alright, next we have Mercy and Heartless. And Mercy was like the shit back in the day, so I really like that song, but Heartless was sort of like the one single that when it got put out in 2008, 2009, whenever that was, that honestly like is what turned me on to Kanye, and like it has that sort of mainstream appeal that gets people into listening to hip hop who normally might not. So I gotta go Heartless. That's like honestly one of my favorite Kanye songs, so hopefully that's not too big of a spoiler for this video, but we're gonna go with Heartless here. Alright, for the next bottom left part of the bracket here we have No Church in the Wild from Watch the Throne and All Falls Down. This one for me is pretty easy. All Falls Down, definitely more iconic and definitely the better Kanye song in my opinion. Next, moving on, we have Dark Fantasy and Welcome to Heartbreak. Both are introduction tracks for their own respective albums, and I honestly think Dark Fantasy just does a way better job of setting up this, you know, just crazy, just larger than life album. in My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. So for that very reason, I gotta go with Dark Fantasy here. Next we have New God Flow from Cruel Summer and Gold Digger from Late Registration. Honestly, like, I'm not a huge fan of Gold Digger, but you know, Cruel Summer was like, there were like 3 good songs off there. Honestly, I gotta go with Gold Digger. Next we have Real Friends and I Wonder. Real Friends was honestly like a really, it was a good song from Kanye. You know, he's talking about who really has your back, you know, in life, and if those people are actually your friends. Whereas I Wonder is more about finding your dream. It's more about following your dreams and being able to achieve, you know, whatever you set your mind to. So for me, honestly, like, I Wonder has a theme that resonates a little bit more. So for that reason, like, I do like I Wonder a bit more than Real Friends. Next we have Celebration, Flashing Lights. Celebration, kind of a lower point off Late Registration in my opinion. Gotta go Flashing Lights here, just way catchier. We have Bound 2 and Roses. Roses is a bit more soft-spoken, you know, heartfelt from Kanye. This is talking about his grandma that was diagnosed with AIDS in the hospital. You know, it's very something you can relate to if you're going through that kind of grief, but honestly for me, Bound 2 is probably the best track off Yeezus, so I gotta go with that one. Next we have Jesus Walks and Can't Tell Me Nothing. So this is where it might get a little controversial because I'm going based off my subjective reasoning here. Objectively, Jesus Walks is probably better just for the fact it transcends this sort of idea that you can't include religion and religious themes in like music without it being like Christian, right? So like, it's more important for Kanye's discography than Can't Tell Me Nothing, but for me, Can't Tell Me Nothing is just like more replay value. Like, I definitely would listen to it more than Jesus Walks, so I gotta go Can't Tell Me Nothing here. Alright, and lastly we have Famous and Last Call. Last Call, honestly, I think is one of those tracks that they could have like sort of kept off College Dropout or just made it like way shorter. I never listened through the whole track ever, and so I gotta go Famous for that reason. It just, Last Call just bores me. Alright, now starting in the top right part here, we have New Slaves versus Feel the Love. And both are extremely, you know, they have their own rawness to them. New Slaves, you know, you have the hard-hitting synths, and then the crazy beat switch up, and the almost ethereal moment with Frank Ocean at the end. That's just like heavenly. You know, it juxtaposes such, you know, such rawness to like crazy just Frank Ocean. And then Feel the Love is kind of the same thing, you know, you have Kid Cudi on the hook, I can still feel the love, or whatever, and then it's like, you have Kanye going, and it's just like, that shit's crazy, honestly. And then you have like also those nice like synths after that, with like the pitched up vocals, and I honestly like really, like, I feel like this song just has like such a nice chord progression that like I just have to go Feel the Love here. Alright, next we have N in Paris and The Glory. Honestly, N in Paris, just that's always been a really solid song. Easily the best song off Watch the Throne. I just gotta go with that one. Now we have Ghost Town and Drive Slow. Drive Slow honestly has a really solid instrumental, you know, and some nice bars from Kanye. But Ghost Town, I don't know. Like, it was a good song, but I feel like they could have re-recorded Kid Cudi's verse, because every time I hear it, I notice like slight, you know, he's like off pitch or something. And if they would have went back in the studio one more time, done another take, like, it would have been so much better. Because every time I hear the song, I always hear Kid Cudi going, you know, or yeah, it's the part where, but everything I try, like, it's super fucking like off pitch, and they would have done that one more time. It's such a better song. So I gotta go. I think Drive Slow, honestly, is what I'm gonna choose here. Next we have We Don't Care and Blame Game. This one's easy. We Don't Care, definitely the better song in my opinion. One of my favorite from College Dropout. Gotta go We Don't Care. Next we have Click and Runaway. Runaway is just this masterpiece, epic of a song that I have to choose definitely over Click. Next we have We Major and Through the Wire. You know, We Major, I believe it's around like a 7-minute song, and it's just crazy bars from Kanye. Such a crazy instrumental. You know, you have the Nas feature on that song. It's just really good. But Through the Wire is like what put Kanye on the map. Like that is what makes him who he is today. Basically, like all of the doubters of Kanye being a rapper instead of a producer, like he proved them wrong. So I got to go Through the Wire here. Next we have No More Parties and Stronger. Another one that people might disagree with. I think No More Parties is an absolutely crazy collaboration between Kendrick and Kanye. It's Kanye like we haven't seen him rap in a long time, and it's just a crazy production by Madlib. Honestly, I would say once again like Stronger is objectively the better track, but I gotta go No More Parties here. It's just probably my favorite off Life of Pablo. And then last we get Black Skinhead and Love Lockdown. Black Skinhead is a good song, but Love Lockdown, I like the incorporation of different, African, sounds and instruments in, so I gotta go Love Lockdown. Alright, and now we have Ultralight Beam and Reborn. And Ultralight Beam, it's a really solid song off the Life of Pablo. You have the Chance the Rapper feature, Aretha Franklin, R.I.P., it's just a really heavenly song. Definitely I would prefer this song over Jesus Walks when it comes to incorporating religious themes. I just feel like it does it way better. And then you have Reborn on the other hand, which is quintessential Kid Cudi, from the 2008-2010 era Kid Cudi. And absolutely I fucking stand that shit, so I gotta go Reborn here. Alright, next we have Otis and Slow Jams. And Otis is probably one of the better songs off Watch the Throne. However, I honestly am a larger fan of Slow Jams here. I think Jamie Foxx just fucking kills this track, so I gotta go Slow Jams. Next we have Gorgeous and Good Morning. I like the theme of Good Morning. It's a good introductory track onto Graduation. But I feel like Gorgeous just delivers an insane hook by Kid Cudi in one of Kanye's most substantive and lyrical verses of all time. He's talking about, there's one line where it goes, "Face it, Jerome do more time than Brandon, and when I'm at the airport they check all through my bag and tell me that it's random." Just explaining this sort of disproportionate fear towards African Americans in America, and it just really holds true even to today, so I gotta go Gorgeous on this one. Next we have Power and Family Business. So essentially, Family Business, not a bad instrumental, not a bad song altogether, but Power is just more iconic. It is truly an iconic Kanye moment, so I gotta go Power here. Next we have Say You Will and Good Life. Say You Will is not a bad song. I really like it's like the heartbeat-esque beat, where it goes boom boom, it's really quite cool. But Good Life is one of those Kanye songs where you just listen to it and you're instantly happy, so I gotta go Good Life here. And then we have Yikes and Touch the Sky. Yikes to me was kind of boring. I gotta go Touch the Sky here. Gone and Only One. Honestly, I'm kind of lukewarm towards both of these tracks, but I think Gone probably does it a little better. It's one of the, I wouldn't say highest points off Late Registration, but it's definitely not horrible. Gotta go Gone here. And then last we have Hey Mama and Streetlights. Streetlights is an extremely boring track. I gotta go Hey Mama here. Alright, next we have the round of 32. We have Blood on Leaves and Heard 'Em Say. So essentially between these, I said Heard 'Em Say was a really important track, but I think I'm gonna go Blood on the Leaves here just for its hard-hitting instrumental, and it's one that I can always just get in some sort of mood about, so I really like Blood on the Leaves. Next we have Monster and Big Brother. I think Nicki Minaj's verse on Monster probably makes it a little better than Big Brother, even though Big Brother has a really cool theme to it. I like Monster here. Next we have Devil in a New Dress and Homecoming. I honestly think Homecoming just definitely has a lot more replay value. With the Chris Martin feature, as I mentioned, it's just a more solid track in my opinion. I gotta go Homecoming. All of the Lights and Heartless, definitely Heartless. Even though All of the Lights is one of Kanye's most iconic tracks of all time, Heartless to me is what got me to listen to Kanye. Like, nostalgia is too much. All right, now bottom left we have All Falls Down and Dark Fantasy. Definitely All Falls Down here. Gold Digger and I Wonder. Controversy again. I gotta go I Wonder. It just resonates too much with me to not be picked. Then we have Flashing Lights and Bound 2. There's some Flashing Light stands out there for sure, but I'm not one of them, so I gotta go Bound 2 here. Can't Tell Me Nothing and Famous. I think Can't Tell Me Nothing just has more replay value. Famous was definitely a controversial song when it came out, but I think Can't Tell Me Nothing. Alright, now we have Feel the Love and End in Paris. Gotta go End in Paris here. I don't really know the legacy and extent of Feel the Love quite yet, so I gotta go, something that's a little bit more clear cut. Now we have Drive Slow and We Don't Care. I think I'm gonna go We Don't Care here. That's definitely one of my favorite College Dropout songs. Alright, now we have Runaway and Through the Wire. I'm gonna go Runaway here, even though Through the Wire isn't a really important Kanye song. I just think it's literally an epic in itself. No More Parties in LA versus Love Lockdown. I gotta go No More Parties here. Alright, now in the bottom right part of the bracket, we have Reborn and Slow Jams. Honestly, I gotta go Reborn here. I really enjoy, that style of Kid Cudi. Gorgeous and Power. Once again, this might stir the pot of controversy, but I gotta go Gorgeous. It's just too good of a Kanye verse to pass up, even though we're passing on his iconic Power sound there. Next, we have Good Life and Touch the Sky. Definitely Touch the Sky. It's just, definitely a more recognizable Kanye song. And then lastly, we have Gone and Hey Mama. Definitely Hey Mama. Alright, so now we are on the round of 16, so we can see who goes to the final 8 here. We have Blood on the Leaves and Monster. I gotta go Blood on the Leaves. That one to me is kind of easy. Not a super huge fan of Monster, so makes that one easy. Homecoming and Heartless. Definitely Heartless. That one's easy as well. So we have the first 2 in the final 8. And now moving on, we have All Falls Down versus I Wonder. I think I'm gonna go I Wonder here, Like, All Falls Down is a really solid song, but I don't know, like, I just really enjoy personal messages, or like being able to relate to songs, and I feel like I Wonder does that just a little better, at least for my situation in life. Next, moving on to Bound 2 and Can't Tell Me Nothing. Bound 2 for me is just how it transitions from each part of the song. I love that song, so I gotta go Bound 2 here. Next, at the top right again, we have End in Paris and We Don't Care. I gotta go, honestly, We Don't Care. That's my favorite College Dropout song. I think it beats that. Then we have Runaway and No More Parties. I think I gotta go, I think I have to go with No More Parties, definitely. It's my favorite Life of Pablo song, and I think it just, personally, does it a little better. Alright, and then we have Reborn and Gorgeous. Both are extremely good Kid Cudi and Kanye collabs. But I think Reborn, honestly, is gonna stick with me a little longer than Gorgeous will. So I gotta go Reborn here. And then we have Touch the Sky and Hey Mama. Definitely Hey Mama. That's one, if you appreciate your loved ones, that song just, it makes you feel that much more appreciative of those around you. So I gotta go with that one for sure. Alright. So we have the final 8 here. In the top left, Blood on the Leaves versus Heartless. I gotta go Heartless, as I said. That song is very important to me. And how I view Kanye West as an artist. Now going on to the bottom left, we have I Wonder and Bound 2. Definitely Bound 2. It's my favorite song off Yeezus, and I feel like it just, replay-wise, has a little bit more, to it than I Wonder. Back up to the top right, we have We Don't Care and No More Parties. I gotta go No More Parties, because that's one of my favorite collaborative efforts between 2 of my favorite artists of all time, really. And then bottom right, we have Reborn and Hey Mama. I just feel like Hey Mama definitely is, that track for, relatability purposes. Alright, and then in the final 4, we have Heartless and Bound 2. I gotta go Heartless. As I said, that track really is important to me. And then No More Parties or Hey Mama. I gotta go No More Parties, honestly. So my favorite Kanye West song, we have Heartless and No More Parties. It's gotta be Heartless, but it was close. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, if you wanted to try this one out for yourself, the link will be down in the description. And if you guys also want to see me do more videos where I pick my favorite songs from different artists, please leave a comment down below. And you guys have a great day. See ya.